welcome back to another episode of Amateur Baking Hour. I am your curly-haired host and baker, Jaritzas, and today we're going to be baking something that I'm pretty sure I should have done for Easter, which is a carrot cake. I know, I'm so excited, yay! Alrighty, I hope you guys are doing fantastic in this quarantine. I am baking and then giving my food away because I can't eat all of this, but it's okay, it's all good. Anyway, let's get started with the ingredients. All right, for the ingredients, we are going to start with 3 cups of shredded carrot, but after that, we are going to have 2 cups of flour. We are going to have 2 cups of sugar. In here, I have a mix of white sugar and brown sugar because I ran out. We are also going to have 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, 1 teaspoon of vanilla, half a teaspoon of salt. We're also going to have 1 cup of vegetable oil and a lemon to zest it into the cake. We're gonna have 4 eggs. We're going to have half a cup of coconut, shredded coconut. That is to your taste. If you don't like coconut, you don't have to add coconut because the recipe also calls for raisins. Not a fan of raisins, so I'm replacing one with the other. So I'm choosing half a cup of coconuts, shredded coconuts. You guys can do raisins, you guys can do whatever you like in your carrot cake. And of course, 3/4 cup of walnuts. Again, to your taste. You wanna add more? Go nuts! All right, let's get started. Now that we have all our ingredients, let us put our oven to 350 and let's get started with the mixing. You're also gonna need your spatula because spatula is life. You're gonna need something to get the zest out. I don't know what the name of this is, but it's a very, very handy tool and it's incredible. And of course, your happy whisk, my microphone. All right, oh, and 2 bowls. A medium bowl to mix the wet ingredients and a big bowl to mix the dry ingredients. We're not gonna use a stand mixer or anything like that. We're going to use our guns, put those to work. Are we ready? Are we ready? Are we ready? Are we ready? Let's get to it. Let us start with our 3 cups of shredded carrots. We're gonna mix the shredded carrots with the 1 cup of vegetable oil. Just pour it on in there. You can grab your spatula to get every bit of oil out. And we're going to add the 4 eggs. I kind of cracked one already, so I'm just gonna add that on in there. You need not do. And let's just keep cracking them eggs in there. Okay, so once you have all the wet ingredients inside, don't forget your vanilla. Pour your vanilla on in there. Okay. Once you have your 4 wet ingredients, which are the shredded carrots, the 4 eggs, the 1 cup of oil, and the 1 teaspoon of vanilla, get your whisk and start mixing it in, making sure that it is as processed and mixed as possible. So, how are you guys surviving? I am doing okay. I'm keeping myself sane by baking because that is the best way to keep yourself sane, personally. Teaching my kids, I'm learning it myself too because it's not easy when you've never been a teacher and you have no training to teach a small person who is overly active. And not here right now so I can say these things. All right, once you see that it is mixed like so, we are going to put this aside and in another bowl, mix our dry ingredients. So, grab your 2 cups of flour, pour that in there. Grab your 2 cups of sugar, pour that in there. 2 teaspoons of baking powder, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon to your taste. If you want to add more, you can add more, it's perfectly fine. And 1 teaspoon of salt. Feel free to grab your spatula and mix that part in there until it's as mixed as you can try and get it, so that everything is covered, because we're gonna add the wet into the dry. Doesn't it look pretty and nice and even? Now we're gonna add the wet ingredients. We're gonna add the carrots and everything that goes with it in here into the bigger bowl so as not to make such a mess. All right, let's get to mixing. Use those muscles that you have. I'm gonna use my whisk because I feel like my whisk will make things so much easier, but you guys can use either or, the spatula or the whisk. We're gonna make sure to mix everything as much as possible, coat all of the carrot with the flour and vice versa before you add the walnuts and the coconuts in my case. Woo! It all looks really good. So let us add our crushed walnuts. They can be as whole, as halved, as crushed as you want. Followed by our coconuts to your taste. And last but certainly not least, let's get our lemon zest. How do I open this? Haha. So let's get our lemon and just scrape on in there. Use a smaller, if you have one like this, the smaller one versus a bigger one, just so you don't have to get huge chunks of lemon peel in your mix when you bite this. Switch out the whisk for the spatula just to only incorporate everything else, maybe 2-3 turns before we put it in the pan to put in the oven, because we no longer have to go all in. So let's put this away and just fold it all in. That's the correct word. Fold the last few ingredients into the mix before we put it in the pan. Can you smell it? You smell the cinnamon, and you smell the carrots, and you just smell the zest and all of it. All right, once you have everything folded and mixed in, grab whatever pan you're using in order to bake this delicious cake. And instead of using flour or Crisco butter, I used oil for mine because it slips right out. It is incredible. So make sure you cover the entire pan with as much oil as possible. I'm just gonna lather a little bit more. And then we pour it in. I like so. I would say pour it in about halfway. Not so much because you don't want it to overflow and then spill. I know you have leftovers, so use as many pans as you can, which I will do. Pop this into the oven for half an hour or until the toothpick comes out squeaky clean and dry, and then let it cool for about 15-20 minutes, and we'll come back and try this out. Have fun. Hi, welcome back. I don't know if your house smells like carrot cake. Mine does, and it is delicious. And I'm excited. I made a small little heart. It's cooled, it's ready to go. It's right here. Now it's time to bite into it. So let's find out. Let's break this in half. Ooh. Nice and moist. Looks good. Now we just have to see how it is. Ready? Oh man. I miss this so much. This makes me a very happy girl. It's still warm, it's so soft, so chewy. I think it's perfect. I hope you guys had a great time watching this video. I hope you guys enjoy. I'm so gonna eat this whole entire thing by myself, I swear. As always, thank you so much for joining me for another episode. You guys are incredible. Thank you. Feel free to subscribe. What is it, guys? Subscribe, like, comment, and share. If you guys have any suggestions or you want to see any videos of anything that I bake, anything at all, it can be savory, it can be sweet, feel free to leave a comment or email me, and I always respond to all the emails, and I'll be happy to do a video for you guys. And if you want to make an order, just do the same thing, comment or email. Thank you, and as always, happy baking. Bye.
You're recording. No.
Final set. Ready? Hi! Welcome to another episode of Amateur Baking Hour. I'm your curly-haired host and baker, Jaritzas, and today we are going to make something that I should have made for Easter, a carrot cake. We're kind of gonna make it Dominican style. So, are we ready? Let's do this. Our ingredients. Let us start with 3 cups of shredded carrots. Woo. So we're gonna have 3 cups of, I am a curly-haired host. This way. Let's try again. Woo! 350 el cosa, right? All right, 35 minutes. Mami, pon eso en vibrate, por favor. Padre, as little noise as you possibly can. Thank you. All right, ready? I'm gonna start again. 2 teaspoons of baking soda. Oh my God. So, I have my 3 cups of shredded. So we're gonna start with the wet ingredients. We're gonna have the 3 cups of shredded carrots right over here. Find your beautiful whisk. And we're going to add the eggs, the vanilla, and the oil. Oh my God, I can't believe I forgot the oil. Mom, vibrate. So let us start with our 3 cups of shredded coconut. I am using a small little pan, of course. I have others, but for now I'm just gonna put this one in here. Okay, let's try that again. So